Today we are working with Bulgur Wheat, which, if you remember from our reading, is a wheat berries, or groats, whatever you want to call them. We take those and we crack them up into smaller pieces. So instead of the whole berry, we get these cracked tiny pieces here. They're then usually parboiled and then dried. That's what we're going to use today. So for the bulgur, we are going to make a traditional dish called tabouleh using bulgur wheat. And then here I have about a cup of parsley, half a cup of scallions, and a quarter cup of mint. Usually traditional tabouleh is going to call for a lot more herbs, but this is just what I had on hand. So that's what I'm using. And I took some of the herbs, saved them over here on the side to garnish the top. Over here, 1 cup and a half of chopped tomatoes, quarter cup of extra virgin olive oil, about a half teaspoon of minced garlic, 1 lemon squeezed and juiced, and then a cup of cucumbers. And I'm going to mix all this with my bulgur wheat to make a salad. For the first step, I need to take the bulgur itself, and we are going to put it into some simmering water. So I have the bulgur, sprinkle that in. I'm going to just quickly give that a little stir with my knife here that I have on hand. And then really all I'm going to do is shut off the heat. I'm going to put the lid back on. I'm going to let this simmer or sit and steep for about 25 minutes. While my grains are cooking, it's been about 10 minutes now sitting in the water, so I'm just going to leave it there, and then I'll fluff it up with a fork a little bit later before I go to cool it down. I wanted to show you, I brought the immersion cooker home from school so I could practice some recipes with it. So to serve my tabouleh, I want to have some chicken. So my immersion cooker, the water is never going to get hotter than 160. So my chicken is never going to get above 160. So the inside, it's going to be cooked nice and evenly to the bone. It's been in here for about 2 hours now. It's going to continue to cook for about another hour while I get the rest of my recipe ready. So I have in the bag just some herbs, rosemary, thyme, parsley, and oregano. I also have some garlic, olive oil, salt, and pepper in with my chicken thighs. So I want to use that kind of like a marinade. It's going to sit and cook in the marinade. Then I want to take these out of the bags and then throw them on the grill later so I can get the skin nice and crispy. At this point, the bulgur sat for about 20 minutes, 25 minutes, and then I put it on a sheet pan to cool down. So in my bowl, this is what I'm going to serve my salad out of. I'm adding my veg, which would be my tomatoes, cucumbers, and I'm adding my herbs, my parsley, mint, and scallions. In the bowl here, I'm whisking up the lemon juice, salt, garlic, and I'm drizzling in the oil to make a quick dressing. It's okay if it doesn't emulsify because we're going to mix it all in, and the bulgur is pretty much going to absorb all the liquid anyway. So it's okay if it's not fully emulsified, don't worry about that. Once it's all mixed up, here I am throwing the herbs in. When the dressing's all mixed up, just set it on the side until we're ready to add it. After this, my bulgur has cooled down on the sheet pan, and I can go ahead and add that into my salad now. Once I get this all scraped off into my bowl, I'll go ahead, I'll take my dressing, and I'll begin to drizzle it into the salad. Now I'm going to take my wooden spoon and just kind of fold it in, tossing everything to combine. After everything's been thoroughly combined, I tasted it, needed a little bit more seasoning, so I'm going to add a little bit of salt and a little bit of cracked pepper and add the remainder of my dressing. This is a great salad to serve on a hot summer day. It's very light, very refreshing, very herb forward. Feel free to give this a try. You can always add in some feta cheese, garbanzo beans, whatever you want to make the salad your own. Overall, delicious salad. Hope you enjoyed the video, and go ahead, give it a try at home, see what you come up with.